Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, we bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. And pitching in this game, Max Meyer. What do we?
How he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking.
Throws to second. In the dirt, and he can't hang on to it. Almost a fantastic play.
The left fielder, number 22.
As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's Christian Yelich. Man at second. That one to first, and that chance handled. Paulie takes it himself. One out in the top of the first. And now it's William Contreras.
The catcher, William Contreras.
On the ground. Lopez. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
One down. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. And a 1-1. Ripped on a line to center. Out number 2. Andrew Vaughn now. The 1-1. Out to short, Lopez. They take the force out, and that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Brewers 1 and the Marlins coming up. This is Brewers back here in Miami, and starting this one, Quinn Priester. What should we keep an eye on here? Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. On the ground to third. In time to Vaughn. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Fouls one off. 2-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss, and 2 away now.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a ball popped up. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and it remains 1-0. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. One away.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Jake Bauers.
Now here's Jake Bauers. Ball to strike. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Out of here. So he just clears the wall. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. It throws a pretty hard slider, but when it doesn't break, it's just like a good fastball to hit. And right there, eyes got big, hit that ball really hard, and now he's getting high fives in the dugout.
So digging in, Luis Rengifo. In the air, right field. Morel has a beat on it. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
This is Bryce Terang. Well struck right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Can't make the grab and it drops. Safely into second. He's got a double.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Man on second, 2 down. Into center and a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw.
Hey, he beat it up.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. In the air out towards right center. And that'll do it. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 3 and the Marlins 0. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's the cleanup hitter from Miami, Christopher Morel. The 2-1.
Morel.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting fifth, the designated.
So now the DH spot, Connor Norby. Here's a 1-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
1 out, man at first. Liam Hicks digs in now. The 1-1. Pitch out, but no action. The count 2-1. Grounder might be 2. The throw to first. Play is made. 2 out.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Otto.
And now it's going to be Otto Lopez. Line drive. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He's set. Now down by 2. It's 3-1. So man aboard. Stepping in, Javier Sanoja. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. To third, Hamilton. In plenty of time to first, and that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. The 1-1. The ground to third. Throws across the diamond and one away in the top of the third.
Up next for Milwaukee.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Up next for Milwaukee, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
2 down, bases empty. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast, and they add on. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
So 2 down, and next is the designated hitter, Jake Bauers. In the air, left field, Stowers should have this one, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Miami, and at the plate for Miami, Brand Pauly.
Number 21, Brand Pauly.
Foul ball there. And down on strikes. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. I tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Sets him down looking, and he strikes out. On to the 4th. Up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. To the right side. Pauly steps on the bag, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Rip to right. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Round second, digging for 3rd. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Max Meyer won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher for the Marlins, Ryan Gusto.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
1 down, runner at 3rd. David Hamilton now at the plate. Smoked on the ground at 2nd. Gets it to 1st. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Up next for Milwaukee, the left field.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Yelich at the dish. The 3-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. And Yelly leaves the yard. Third home run of the season, and they add to their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
William Contreras will hit next. Sanoha. And that ends the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Brewers 7 and the Marlins 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Christopher Morel.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
The Brewers up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now it's the DH, Connor Norby.
Designated hitter,
the 1-1.
Norby.
What a stop. Nicely done for the out. Miami down in order. They're down 7-1. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. This one in the air center field. Marcy going back on this one. And there's one down.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Next for the Brewers, Andrew Vaughn. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. A solo shot. And they boost their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, in a 3-1 count, a hitter's looking to do damage. Not just a single, not just a double, not even a triple. You're trying to go deep. And right there, an outstanding approach. Attack that baseball and hit it out of here.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's smashed towards center. 2-way down. So up next, Jake Bauers. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A surprise performance here. You don't expect this kind of power from him, but he's proven everyone wrong with a multi-home run game.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Gusto done for the night, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for
the Marlins go with a new arm, Jansen Junk.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 down. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. To the right side. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. And that's fouled off.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Javier Sanoja.
Javier Sanoja.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. The 2-1. Hard hit right side. Slings to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. David Hamilton, the next to hit.
Hamilton.
Rips that one to right. And in one hops the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And at 2nd with 1 away, here comes Christian Yelich. 1-2 here. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Christian Yelich leaves the yard. His 2nd home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 11-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the fresh shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. And a man aboard.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside. Get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And that one finds its way through. And out to a board.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now a chance for Andrew Vaughn. Nice grab. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killer down the inning. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. On to the bottom of inning number 6. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Graham Paul. Here comes the manager out of the new pitcher now, Logan Henderson. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Henderson.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards now at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through it for the K. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Fly ball down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Miami down in order. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Back here in Miami, up now for Milwaukee, Sal Freeland. Way out front for strike 2. Here's a high chopper. Lopez sends it to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Jake Bauers.
And now the DH, Jake Bauers. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. The Brewers up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Almost got him. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He beats the throw, and they come away without an out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And now here is Luis Rengifo. Man at first, one away. Up the middle, flips it. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Now here is Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one is upstairs. Right through there for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Brewers 11 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Here's a 1-1.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. One out, man at first. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Got him swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way and then just at the last.
Tosses to first. That's out number 3. It's the Brewers 11 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Calvin Fauché.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while. Coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested. But we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
On the ground to third. Whips it across. First out in the top of the 8th. And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
That one lifted to left. Stowers moving under it. And there's 2 down. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Miami's bullpen with some action. Lake Bacher preparing to come on if needed. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch and foul ground. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're on autopilot, leading 11-1. On to the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. Swings through that one. The shortstop takes the ball. This to third. Scoops it up off the dirt. Nice play off the bounce for the out. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
Third baseman, number 8, Javier.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. It's the Brewers 11 and the Marlins 1. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw in there safely. So man aboard. Next for the Brewers, Andrew Vaughn. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The run scores from 3rd. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
Up next to Milwaukee,
Sal Freeland up now for the Brewers.
Sal Freeland.
This one in the air, center field. Marcy under it. And there's one away.
The bat, number 9, designated hitter, Jake.
One
Bowers.
out man at first. And now Jake Bowers. Check swing, he held up. Ball 2. In the air to left center. Stowers takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Luis.
Manager out of the dugout now. Lake Bacher will take over here. He last pitched 2 days ago. Luis Rengifo digs in now. And that one in the air, center field. Marcy on the move. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. Milwaukee leads it 12-1. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. Strike 2.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Just off the inside corner. 2-2. Set down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Hamilton settles under this one. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take game 1 of the series on the road.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
12-1 is the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Gary Sanchez.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right there.
Here's your 1. Ripped on a line to center. And that's the 3rd out. Brewers leave him loaded. They trail at 5-2.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going. Knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.